Well, looks like it's time for another spooky literary quickie courtesy of the fine folks at Nightworms. Okay, first of all, if you hear some background noise, let me apologize for that right off the bat. There are two reasons for that. First of all, it's hotter than the devil's asshole here, so there's some fans running. And secondly, I just got myself a new toy, this 3D printer, so I'm printing up a spook here in the background. And it takes about 7 hours to run, so I'm not going to stop it long enough to film this video, so apologies if you hear the fan that's keeping me slightly cooler than I would otherwise be, or if you hear the fan working on the 3D printer. By the way, this is not a review of the 3D printer, but I do quite like it, and I'll be leaving a link down in the What's It in case you're interested in printing some spooks of your own. There will also be links down in the What's It to the books that come out of the Nightworms package, which I'll be talking about momentarily. And as long as we're talking about links down in the What's It, let me remind you, if you haven't already seen it, to go watch my video about the mathematics of H.P. Lovecraft and non-Euclidean geometry. And in order to tie that in with this video, I managed to print up this Klein bottle on said 3D printer. And if you don't know what that is, the video I just mentioned will explain it for you. See, it all ties together. Even when I'm being a whore and advertising my own stuff, it all ties together here on the Phobophile channel. But none of that is what we're talking about today. Today we are talking about the Nightworms package. This is the July 2022 Nightworms package. For those of you who don't know, Nightworms is a company, much like Horror Pack does with horror movies, which I also open up on this channel. They send a mystery package of horror books every month. And this feels like it has 2 books. There's usually 2 books. Every once in a while there's a third. Pretty sure this is going to be 2 books. One, I can tell already, is a hardcover. One seems like a paperback. I have no idea what's inside, but it's always some great stuff, so I'm looking forward to opening this up, and you will find out what's inside as I do, so let's get right to it. While I open this up, let me beg and plead, as I feel like I always must. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. Helps me build the channel, helps me keep making these wonderful videos for y'all. But I've got it open, and I can see, yes indeed, one is a hardcover, one is a paperback. There's also the usual Nightworms goodie bag with some assorted stuff. I don't know what all it'll be. But let's dig right in and see what's inside the Nightworms July 2022 package. I'm going to start with this hardcover. And it is The Pallbearers Club by Paul Tremblay. I'm excited about this one. I've read Paul Tremblay before, and his work is always great. I do like some more than others, but even at his worst, he's still a great author. And this one just sounds really good. It was one of my most anticipated books of 2022. It just came out recently, and I hadn't gotten a copy yet, so I'm thrilled that I got one in my Nightworms package. Let me go ahead and read the description for you. A cleverly voiced psychological thriller about an unforgettable and unsettling friendship, with blood-chilling twists, crackling wit, and a thrumming pulse in its veins, from the nationally best-selling author of The Cabin at the End of the World and Survivor Song, and also A Head Full of Ghosts, if that's more your cup of tea. Carrying on with the description. What if the coolest girl you've ever met decided to be your friend? Art Barbara was so not cool. He was a 17-year-old high school loner in the late 1980s who listened to hair metal, had to wear a monstrous back brace at night for his scoliosis, and started an extracurricular club for volunteer pallbearers at poorly attended funerals. But his new friend thought the Pallbearers Club was cool, and she brought along her Polaroid camera to take pictures of the corpses. Okay, that part was a little weird. Seems normal to me, but I'm a little weird, so what do I know? So, was her obsessive knowledge of a notorious bit of New England folklore that involved digging up the dead. And there were other strange things, terrifying things, that happened when she was around, usually at night. But she was his friend, so it was okay, right? Decades later, Art tries to make sense of it all by writing The Pallbearers Club, a memoir. But somehow, this friend got her hands on the manuscript, and, well, she has some issues with it, and now she's making cuts. Seamlessly blurring the lines between fiction and memory, the supernatural and the mundane. The Pallbearers Club is an immersive, suspenseful portrait of an unusual and disconcerting relationship. Doesn't that sound awesome? I love the sound of all of that. I like the idea of the volunteer Pallbearers Club for poorly attended funerals. That actually sounds like a really kind of a nice thing to do. The creepy girl taking pictures of the corpses kind of sounds like my kind of people as well, and it sounds like there's some other stuff going on, some creepy stuff. This should be an excellent read, and I'm thrilled to have gotten a copy in the Nightworms package. Next up, let's look at the paperback, which is called Other Terrors. It says it's an inclusive anthology. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I have some guesses based on the political climate in which we find ourselves, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's read the description. Be they of a different culture, a different background, a different sexual orientation or gender identity, a different belief system, or a different skin color, some people simply aren't part of the community's majority and are perceived as scary. Humans are almost instinctively inclined to fear what's different, and there are a multitude of individuals who have spent far too long on the outside looking in, and the thing about the outside is it's much larger than you think. In Other Terrors, horror writers, many from underrepresented backgrounds, have created stories of everyday people, places, and things where something shifts, striking a deeper, much more primal chord of fear. Are our eyes playing tricks on us, or is there something truly sinister lurking under the surface of what we thought we knew? And who among us is really the other after all? Okay, to be perfectly blunt and honest, I don't care about the political side of this, but I love horror anthologies. I notice on the cover there are some wonderful authors. Tananarive Due, Jennifer McMahon, S.A. Cosby, Stephen Graham Jones, Alma Katsu, many others, so there's some real talent behind this. I like horror anthologies. It's a good way of maybe reading some of your favorite authors, the ones that sell the books, along with some newer authors or authors you may not have otherwise read, and sometimes you discover some real talent that way. So I am also looking forward to Other Terrors. And so that's the books, but that's not the end of the package. There's also this little goodie bag. That's all that's left in there. They always send a little goodie bag. It's usually got a bookmark, some stickers, maybe an autographed book plate or something. There's always some good stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's in this as well. Let's see. First out of the goodie bag is, in fact, a bookmark. This one, it says Cruel Summer, July 2022. This is the theme. Cruel Summer is the theme for this month's Nightworms package. And as they always do, we get a monthly bookmark with the theme written on it and some nice little artwork. I like these bookmarks. As I've said before, I always seem to end up using receipts and playing cards and other odd bits of paper, but I always collect bookmarks anyway, even though they tend not to get used all that much. So, a nice little treasure. Next up we have the Cruel Summer little thing that tells us everything that's in the package. It has an advertisement on the back for Snarky and Sage, a company that does scary, cute stickers, bookmarks, apparel, and more, so that's nice. Then we have, yes indeed, an autographed book plate. This is Paul Tremblay's autograph, so this will go right into my copy of the Pallbearers Club. I do have some of his other books, but I like to put these book plates with the books with which they came, so this will go into that one, and makes it an autographed copy, which is double the fun. Then we have a little sticker that says, "Sometimes we're cruel." That's just kind of funny. I like that. Sometimes we are cruel. Some of us more so than others. Then we have a thick package. Ah, yes, coffee. This is called Chill Bill Cold Brew. That seems appropriate given the heat with which we're being tortured currently. I don't know about where y'all live, but where I live, not good. I am not built for heat. I need to move north, I think. Very far north. Northern Alaska. Maybe Or far south. Arctic or Antarctic would be fine with me. I gotta get away from this heat. Anyway, iced coffee is a good treat. Then we have another bookmark. This one is an ad for the Other Terrors anthology, which I didn't notice before. It's put out by the Horror Writers Association. And I still see some more. We have another sticker. This one is a Cruel Summer sticker, themed with the rest of the package. Is that everything? Maybe a cricket egg? No, that is everything. Well, that does it. Another great package from Nightworms. I always seem to like these packages. I've been getting the horror packs, the movie packages, longer, but I've been getting these Nightworms packages for the last few months, and I gotta be honest, as much as I love horror movies, and I am a horror movie kind of guy, I'm even more of a horror book kind of guy. I'm more of a literary kind of guy. You can be both. I just happen to be more of a literary kind of guy, as you can probably guess by the books with which I surround myself here in my study. So getting these mystery packages of the books has been great. I haven't been disappointed by one of the packages yet. I'm thrilled this month because of the Paul Tremblay book in particular, which was, in fact, one of my top, most anticipated horror novels of the year. So I'm looking forward to diving right into that one. But I'm also looking forward to staring at this ghost printing itself on my new 3D printer. So I'm going to go do that for a while. In the meantime, as I said, please do like the video, share with your friends, subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave me a comment, do all those things to help out this channel. I will keep bringing you some stuff. I've got some great videos planned for next time. You're not going to want to miss it. So stick around. But until then, take care and stay scared.